New this morning, an Aerospace Corporation is working with both the government and private companies to make sure U.S. satellites stay safe in space. Reporter Max Gordon is in California with an inside look at how it all works.
The Aerospace Corporation is known for being like a first responder in space. They get the call when something goes wrong with a satellite. And to troubleshoot, you need to have an eye in the sky. Right here is Aerotel. It is one of the most complex and configurable telescopes in the world. And its main goal is to track satellites and other objects in space. And there is a lot up there to track. According to figures from the European Space Agency, the number of objects in orbit has been on a rapid rise, with the number of satellites launched in just the past few years surpassing the number launched in the previous history of the space age. As Earth's orbit gets increasingly crowded, the Aerospace Corporation is developing technology to make sure satellites don't crash into each other, creating debris that can then wreak havoc on other satellites. And with space security a priority for the Trump administration, the Aerospace Corporation is also working on tech to ensure our adversaries can't purposely knock out our satellites. The CEO of the Aerospace Corporation says that the biggest risk the United States faces in space is a Pearl Harbor of sorts, where a hostile country takes out communications and imaging satellites before launching an attack on Earth.
There are others that have more nefarious aims on what they want to do in space. So we've got to be very candid with ourselves that space will be such an environment. We've got to be prepared to defend ourselves. We've got to be prepared to win in such an environment. And ultimately, at the end of the day, other nations would see us in such a strong position that they would be deterred from trying to take on the U.S.
To prepare for a future conflict in space, the Aerospace Corporation is hosting a war games this week called Spoonbender. It utilizes artificial intelligence so that the humans involved can make decisions faster. In El Segundo, California, Max Gordon, Fox Business.